Attention seniors, if you need assistance with college and scholarship applications, please stop by the Career Center during lunch or study hall. Someone will be available to assist you every Wednesday until April 16th. Attention Cohort 19, it's scheduling time. Please check your cohort counselor's Google Classroom for the links to the 2022 to 2023 course elective sheet, course catalog, and online course request form. Any questions, please email your counselors, Mrs. Roman and Mrs. Wilson. If you would like extra help in Spanish, please consider signing up for the Empire program. Ms. Pimentel is tutoring all levels on Tuesdays and Thursdays in room 145 from 2:20 to 3:50. Attendance incentive for Cohort 2018. Cohort 2018 is excited to announce a monthly attendance incentive contest for the remainder of the school year. Students with the best attendance and the most improved attendance will be entered into a drawing for gift cards and other prizes. 10 winners will be announced on GBTV. Attention summer job seekers. The Summer Youth Employment Program applications are now available in the NFA main guidance office. Students must return completed application to the email or mailing address listed on the application. Please do not return completed applications to the guidance office as this will delay processing. The application deadline is April 7th. Sign up for the Spring Book Club. There are only 9 spots available and they fill up quickly. Stop by the library to register with either Mrs. Chrissy or Mr. O'Neill. The club starts April 6, 2022, after school in the library. We'll be discussing the first 2 parts. There will be an additional meeting on April 20th and May 4th. Please remember there are no after-school buses at this time, so you must provide your own transportation. Any questions, please email Mrs. O'Neill, and have a great day, NFA.
Hey, look, I see a kid over there. I'm going his lunch money. Go get him, bestie. Money. Oh no! Oh no, my bestie! She got that lunch money. Hey, you heard of the Money Ghost legend?
No, I haven't.
Basically, this girl died trying to steal people's money a couple years ago.
Oh, wow. Should we try to catch the ghost after hours?
Yeah, sure. Coast is clear. Hey, did you see that?
No, what was it?
I don't know, but I swear I saw something.
You're just tired. Let's keep going.
Hey, are you sure you didn't see that thing?
No, I didn't.
Really? Yeah. Okay. Where should we go next?
The library, maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, wasn't that trash can over there? Ah! Do you believe me now?
Yeah, what was that?
I think it was the money ghost.
I'm scared. I'm gonna go home. That was so scary.
It wasn't that bad. I think we should go back.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Oh, come on, it'll be fun.
Okay.
Man, I gotta get their lunch money.
What am I gonna do? Let me think.
Gotta make a call.
Yeah, this is the money ghost. I'm your favorite.
Hey, I think we should split up.
What? That's a horrible idea.
We'll be able to catch the ghost faster that way.
Fine. Oh, yay, they separated. I'm gonna go get their money.
Money.
Where are they? I can't find them at all. Hey, where are they? I can't find them at all.
Newburgh, New York, a city located in Orange County, just 60 miles north of New York City. Newburgh was settled in the early 18th century, a beloved city that is facing a crisis due to the contamination of PFOS in its water supply.
The PFOS water crisis happened some years ago. We have evidence that our Washington Lake, which is our water source, our main water source in the city of Newburgh, was contaminated probably going far back as 2008, 2009. I was elected to the city council in 2015, sworn in 2016, and shortly after being sworn in as a councilman at large a couple of years ago, I quickly was put up to speed on the water contamination that happened to one of our greatest resources, once again, the Washington Lake.
PFOS, or PFOS, is a chemical that has been linked to testicular cancer, kidney cancer, thyroid issues, immune system issues, but also developmental issues, specifically in children. And this is actually really concerning because the studies on PFOS aren't conclusive, which means that we're not going to know the effects, the detrimental effects of PFOS until years to come, and we start seeing them in the residents here in Newburgh.
And we are right about back here. We're going to walk around the corner and you'll see the intersection of 84 and 87. 87 is the thruway and 84 is the highway. All this development, also known as the matrix isn't even on here. This is all developed now. What looks green here is no longer green. This is all buildings. This is pretty recent. This is within the past 5 years. Okay, this is the headwaters of Patton Brook, of the waters that end up in our stream. So and you can see all the asphalt. Right there, behind there, we can go in and peek. That is Patton Brook. In a watershed, at 10% impermeable pavement, meaning asphalt, something like this, you start to see a negative effect on your water. At 30%, it's a significant negative effect on your water. We are, for our watershed, at 70 to 77% paved. What comes through here, all these trucks that park on the gravelly area, right there, we can walk over there, that goes straight into our water.
So the northern part is this Patton Brook area, then the Patton, and then we have Silver Stream area, so it flows into Silver Stream area, and then continues flowing into Washington Lake area. So those are the three, this area, and this area are the three main components.
We found out that Stewart Air Base is responsible, which is tied to the Department of Transportation, which is the DOT, also DOD, the Department of Defense. So federal government and the Air Force, the federal government, state government, and 23 manufacturers of this particular foam that creates the PFOS contamination. The 23 of the manufacturers are written into the litigation as well.
So that's the man-made pipe that was run underneath the base. So here's Patton Brook area. So the water is going across Route 17 into this cross basin transfer area and then into Silver Stream.
If that cross basin channel, the man-made pipe across the airbase didn't exist, then all that water that we saw at the top would keep coming down the hill here. There would be a lot more water here. And this would be what it was naturally, what all of this was, where you see the thruway, which is wetlands. So you cannot build on wetlands. You can't build a thruway, you can't build hotels. We actually don't know why that cross basin channel was built. We are assuming that it was in big part, at least, for the purpose of being able to develop this land into valuable land. So this is part of the history of the city of Newburgh, because the city of Newburgh was once the wealthy city. That was where industry was based, because everything was around the transportation of the river. And this particular land becomes extremely valuable when the thruways, right, 84 and 87, this is where these two major roads, passageways intersect, and all of this land useless wetlands that the city of Newburgh didn't want to have to deal with, and kind of said, you go become your own township, suddenly becomes where all the wealth is. And the city of Newburgh becomes deserted.
So like they say, water flows uphill to votes or money.
Whoa.
And that's how you get large-scale infrastructure projects like the Colorado River Basin, all the like massive water infrastructure projects in California, feeding Los Angeles. Those are pumped water transfers from one basin across to the other.
The city council acted quickly with our corporate counsel, which is our city attorney, and we acquired legal representation immediately, and city manager, other executive staff members, Wayne Vandenberg in the water department, Jason Morris in the engineer department. We all went into a crisis mode and decided that we were going to research and get resolutions to switch from the Washington Lake to the Catskill Aqueduct, which is where and how New York City receives their water. So we've been on the Catskill Aqueduct ever since. So we're no longer using the Washington Lake waters, and there was $20 million carbon filtration system built by the state of New York and the Department of Environmental Protection, DEC, State Department. And so, yeah, so we immediately got off of the Washington Lake water onto the Catskill Aqueduct, and we also decided that we were going to pursue litigation against all parties responsible for the contamination.
In front of us, we have a really good example of stormwater management features that are not legislated into any development. What happens is rainwater comes from roofs and the pavement, the other impermeable surfaces, and it flows into these little catch basins and is soaked into the ground, filtered naturally through roots and biological activity because of the wood chips in there. And that is a good example of how a development should be built or could be restored to a more natural and more ecologically functional landscape. So when we talk about legislation going forward, and we talk about like the restoration economy and the restoration industry that's going to come, putting in legislating for restoration would be this would be what we would be asking for.
Why can't we have jobs so that people aren't like, now I got to figure out, it's legislated, I got to figure out how to do this. Why can't there be people who are hired that work on a county level that can come and help a business owner or a resident to do this? This is jobs.
There are many ways to be actively involved in this fight against the PFOS crisis here in Newburgh. You can follow Newburgh Clean Water Project on Facebook, get involved in the community, go to town meetings, write letters, raise awareness, spread the word about PFOS in Newburgh's water supply.